I am the Caddyshack Kid. I'm here in my man cave. The Caddyshack's just the other side of this wall here. I'm here today to give you some tips and pointers on how to play Ace McShankski's Golf Cartoons channel. Golf cartoon channels, or any YouTube channel, is a lot like a golf course. On a golf course you have tee boxes, you have fairways, you have greens, but it's the nuances, it's the differences in each of these golf courses that can make them very difficult. And if you have some tips on the preferred approaches and the hazards, then it makes playing the golf course fun. Same is true with Ace McShankski's Golf Cartoons channel. And I'm going to provide you some tips for avoid the hazards. It should be more fun than an albatross. Before we get started on preferred approaches and hazards, I want to talk a little bit about features. If we were going to a golf course, I'd be telling you, oh yeah, it's got tree-lined fairways, it's got Bermuda grass in the fairways, bent grass, then it's got spruce pine sand. You know, I'd just be talking about features. Well, there are features here on Ace McShankski's Golf Cartoons channel, and I'd like to talk a little bit about the features. And number one feature here is Ace McShankski, also known as the luckiest duffer on earth. He has been known as the luckiest duffer on earth on the internet for several years now. He is now coming to YouTube, where he is being considered the funniest duffer on YouTube. Ace McShankski is a phraseologist extraordinaire. Ace McShankski's maxims, idioms, and insights will have you rolling on the floor of the clubhouse laughing. I have seen it. Ace McShankski is a connoisseur of beer. He has a special place in his life for beer. He met his wife at a beer garden singing beer songs. Ace McShankski got rich. He was selling golf novelties at golf tournaments, and his strategy was to put his golf novelties booth right next to the beer vendor on this, wherever the line was, and he'd be hawking his novelties to people standing in line to buy beer. If you've ever seen the movie Tin Cup, Kevin Costner and Cheech Marin starred in that movie. Kevin was the big-time golfer and Cheech was his caddy. Kevin experienced a case of the shanks while on a driving range. And Cheech was going through all kinds of strategies, you know, put your wallet in the other pocket. It was a mental thing. He was trying to break Kevin Costner out of the case of the shanks. Well, Ace McShankski has a cure for the shanks that involves a beer. It'll be in a cartoon panel, probably one of the first 10 that I post. I'll have more about that particular panel later. Ace McShankski can summons the power of his crystal beer glass, and in so doing he gains insights into the true meaning of being a duffer, and he passes those insights along to you in a series of about 10 cartoon panels. Ace McShankski is very well read and understands golf-related mental conditions, including sexual dysfunction due to golf and excessive compulsive golf syndrome. He will share his knowledge of golf-related mental conditions in probably at least a half a dozen different cartoon panels. Okay, one feature, and probably the most important feature involving Ace, is luck. Ace McShankski did not start off in life with a whole lot of luck. Ace McShankski has Noonan syndrome. It is a growth deficiency. He is short in stature and some of his muscles didn't fully develop. At the age of 2, his parents were unfortunately killed in a tragic accident. He moved and lived in an orphanage. While in the orphanage, he contracted polio, which made his physical problems even more difficult. Ace McShankski's luck changed when he was 7, and they changed forever. At the age of 7, Ace was adopted by a loving Polish family, and his stepdad was a golfer, and his stepdad introduced him to golf at the age of 7. I will post a biography panel And it goes into a lot of depth about other things with Ace too. Probably in the first 10 about his challenges and how he overcame them all and became a successful businessman and a very happy duffer. Ace's luck on the golf course is just phenomenal. Ace won a car with a lucky shot. He became a hero with a lucky shot. He met a president because of a lucky shot. He played golf with the president. He cemented the relationship with his wife because of his luck on the golf course. He met her originally at a beer garden. He bought a raffle ticket from her. He won the raffle. They started hanging out, and they got married. And she is a supermodel, talking about a lucky duffer. Cartoon panel number 5 will be one that you won't want to miss. It'll talk a lot about his wife, his luck, winning cars, all of that stuff. Cartoon number 5 is a big one, so don't miss that one. Now I'd like to talk about the cartoon panels themselves before I start talking about the hazards and preferred approaches here on Ace McShankski's Golf Cartoon Panel. I have 100 panels in the can, done, written, illustrated already, or over 100, and I will continue to illustrate and write cartoon panels until the day I depart this earth. The cartoon panels, when I show them, they start off with some commentary about what inspired the panel. Then I actually show the panel. And then there's more commentary as the reaction that people had in the clubhouse when I was showing them in the clubhouse. I always took the panels with me when I was writing them and showed them people in the clubhouse and got their reactions. And that will be the second part of the commentary. The videos, each and every video will end with a segment where Ace McShankski tees one up and shanks one into the wilderness, and I will provide you with the gory details of any people or any structures that are involved in the outcome of his shank into the wilderness. There will even be a shank into the wilderness at the end of this video today. Okay, so now we're going to talk about preferred approaches and hazards here on Ace McShankski's Golf Cartoons channel. There are 2 ways you found this video that you are watching now. This video will address both possibilities. You could have went to Ace McShankski's cartoon channel and you are watching this video on McShankski's cartoon panel now. Or you could have clicked on a search result or a thumbnail from a YouTube recommended video, which means you are viewing this video on your home screen. This is an introductory how-to-view video that is best watched from Ace McShankski's channel. If you clicked on a search result or a recommended video from YouTube, I strongly suggest you scroll to this video description and click on the blue link to Ace McShankski's Golf Cartoon channel. That link will be close to the top of the video description. This introductory video will then autoplay, or you'll need to click on the thumbnail with the ambulance and the definition of duffer to restart this video. Then go to the 8-minute and 30-second mark, which is right about now, and I will talk you and the folks who are already on Ace McShankski's cartoon channel through the tips and tricks for playing Ace McShankski's cartoon channel. Okay, so here we go. I am assuming that you are viewing this from Ace McShankski's cartoon channel. You're going to want to start, and you're probably there already if you're seeing this video, on the Home tab. There are other tabs. There's a tab that will probably say Videos. There's a tab that will say Playlists. There's a tab that will say Channels, and a tab that say About. You want to stay off of those tabs. Those have hazards. There's a lot of confusion over there. I have no control of how the videos are organized on those channels. So what you want to do is stay on the home screen here, and you'll scroll down a little, and you'll see a leaderboard lineup, it's called. And the videos will be listed in order on the leaderboard lineup. They will be numbered so you can keep track of which ones are played. And then it's best to watch them in consecutive ascending order, start with 1 and go up. There is some continuity in the order that I post them. However, if you are subscribed and you see a link in your home feed, go ahead and click on one of those if you need some instant gratification for laughter. The leaderboard lineup will show thumbnails. The thumbnails are kind of like clickbait is what they call it. They present a question or a situation that will give you some idea of what the cartoon panel is going to be about. And the cartoon panel itself is the hilarious answer to whatever that question is or whatever that situation is. And you'll want to do a little drill at this point, because if you're watching the videos, it's best to watch them in full screen and then minimize them to come back to this screen, so that, because when you're in full screen you will not see those tabs, you know, the home tab, the videos tab and all that. You need to get back to the home screen to go to the next video. You can do that in most of your browsers just by clicking the back button. On some browsers you may have to go to the lower right corner of the video itself. A little box will pop up that'll say full screen, and a little box will pop up that'll say minimize. And you know, just master your equipment. And always watch them in full screen, and then come back to the minimal screen so that you can click on the next available cartoon panel. One last tip before Ace Shanks went into the wilderness. When you're watching a cartoon panel, you'll want to read the cartoon description, usually located below it, that is in association with the panel. That is where I will post updates. The updates will be at the top of the description, so you don't have to dig deep. I may put other stuff down there below that's repetitive, but it will definitely be below the updates. So always watch the video and then read the description. Okay, so Ace is headed for the golf bag to get his driver out. Ace walks a little slow. He also is very mechanical in the way he does things. It'll be a minute before he gets to the tee box, so I want to have a little time to make one last observation. I just wanted to show you, we got one clock with the second hand going backwards, we got one clock with the second hand going forwards. This causes some tremendous confusion in the space-time consortium. Those minute and hour hands are totally confused by this. They don't know what to do. So they just froze. They're froze at 5 o'clock. So it's always 5 o'clock here in the Caddyshack Kids man cave, as it should be in any man cave. Okay, Ace is getting ready to tee one up right now. Do you have any last minute tips for Ace there, Billy?
Tee it high and say bye-bye.
Wow, well, you heard it right from the fish's mouth. I bet you didn't notice that Billy was a girl before she started talking. Anyway, and Billy isn't even confident Ace will see that ball again. Say bye-bye. Quiet on the tee. Oh, crap. He shanked one into the Joneses' yard. It looks like it's going to hit their house. 4. I sure hope he doesn't break another one of their windows. This is the Caddyshack Kid saying, keep it in the short stuff.